right.
Watch your finger. It's in front of the lens. There you go.
Alright, hello Foxy family. Here with, do you mind if I pan up so they can see you or no? Okay. There's Draco Wolf. Now, he's taken over doing the cutting because he is much better at it than I am. So I'm gonna come this way. Hopefully without messing my cord. And this is how you do the mushrooms. So you can see they're still left, you know, fairly whole. Just in slices. Also be careful of your fingers. That's meant for y'all, not him, because he knows what he's doing.
Very important to have a sharp knife.
Oh yeah. And that one is like as sharp as we're gonna get. Oh.
Put a good edge on it and it's fine.
Yeah. Now I want y'all to notice the tip of that blade does not leave the cutting board. Okay? That's a good way to stay safe. And to get accurate measurements too. He's very much the perfectionist in cooking. Now, something you didn't get to see when we had to thaw them out in the microwave was in there. I swear by this pan, by the way, but you can do this on a stovetop too, about medium-ish heat, I would say. But these are bratwursts. Low to medium?
Yeah.
These are bratwursts, and they are so good. Oh my goodness, look at that. Ah. But I have a tabletop skillet, so I swear by that thing. And that was our microwave because he's doing coffee.
Yes.
He's making coffee.
I need coffee.
Let me get the salt and pepper out of the way here. So we put all the spices off to the side. Now this is the cilantro. We kind of already pre-did this one. And we zoom in. Thank you. So you can see it's all in little tiny pieces. That's kind of important.
Unless you enjoy eating the cilantro leaves, it's important to mince them finely.
Yeah.
Because either way, really, it doesn't really make much of a difference in the flavor, but to the palate, it makes a lot of difference.
Especially when the cilantro is supposed to be an additive versus...
And not a main ingredient.
Exactly. Now you might say, wait a minute, what? Because it is a main ingredient. It's in the dish. No. There are certain ingredients in a stir fry that are a main ingredient versus a side ingredient. The cilantro is like the spices. Okay, this is what you call a fresh spice. Is when it's still green and leafy or, you know, fresh. Like with the garlic. If I had a bulb of garlic, I would have had that chopped up instead of this here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do have garlic powder because I'm not going to be using a lot of the minced out of respect for one of our other roommates. I actually kind of just have it out to show that, you know, use minced garlic instead of powdered.
Well, nobody's here right now except for us.
Really?
Yeah.
We're the only ones home?
We're the only ones.
Nice. Okay then.
Now, for people who are just starting out using blades, I don't suggest going fast.
No, you want to go slow. You want to take your time.
Yeah.
But this is literally the most simplistic recipe I think I could ever come up with. Well, for stir fry, anyway. Now, we are using some canned mushrooms because we want to kind of stretch our mushrooms out for salads, things like this. And mushrooms are kind of expensive. So, you know, there's no shame in using canned mushrooms. And they do come whole, like these here. So you can cut them up if you want, or cheat and buy this pre-sliced, like I did. This is just to kind of show off, you know, how to do. And this is a lot of yellow light in here. Good God.
It's the filters.
Is there a way to change the filter?
No.
Ugh. I apologize for those who are sensitive to yellow, like me. Now, like he showed you, the onions and whatnot, we're only going to be using about half of those. Because those are the only 2 onions that we have in the house. And that's what he's doing now, is he's fixing to peel it, which he can do without using a knife, unlike me. Should be cooking with Draco Wolf.
And the other one, please?
This one's already like pre-done, pretty much. Don't give me that look. He gave me the stink eye. Give the wolf stink eye again. Yeah, that's the wolf stink eye. So he does it whenever it's like, all right, hush, I got this.
Yeah. I say, who's been cooking since they were 9?
Yeah, he's technically he's kind of the cooker. I'm the baker. Knife slippage, the bane of all fingers.
Slip that.
See, he does things a little weirder than I do, because he keeps telling me, keep the rind on it, because then it'll stay fresher longer. And I keep forgetting it. I peel the whole damn thing. Like you see that, like right there? That's what I do to the whole onion, and then it goes bad in like 3 days.
Keep it on, it'll last for a month without being bad.
Really?
Put it in a Ziploc, it'll last for 6.
Damn. Okay then.
That's what it is if you're in a southern climate.
Yeah, northern's a little drier air, not so moist.
So it's probably about double.
Now, this is kind of tricky here, because this is where you cut it in, well, maybe instead of quarters, maybe like thick slices, I guess. Yeah, like that. Because then these all get separated, so they're individual pieces when you go to put them in the stir fry thing.
Also, if you don't want to risk the tears and whatnot, as soon as they hit the heat, they'll separate on their own. Once they start to caramelize, they'll separate on their own.
Oh. Well, all right then. But yeah, this is usually how we do things in the kitchen. I decide to come up with the ideas, and then he cuts all the vegetables and things. Now, this little thing's kind of a weird... I really like the look of it, and this taste is delicious. Oh my god. I'll eat these plain, like the rings of these by themselves.
Oh yeah. They actually, last I heard, they actually use the red onion for onion rings and not the white.
Seriously.
Oh, the red onion's sweeter than the regular.
You said that this is it. Well, damn.
Oh, the red onion is sweeter than the regular onion by a lot.
Yeah. Usually if we go to like Chuck-A-Rona or any other place that's a, like a buffet, they have these for salads, and man, I snatch them up like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah. And then if she forgets to brush her teeth, she does not get any kisses at all.
Exactly. I have severe halitosis.
Doggy breath.
I make dog breath look like it smells like roses. He says no comment. Smart man. Hey, while you're over there, so this is the nicer can of mushrooms. You will notice, if I can reach over here.
They're open, but they're still full of water.
Yeah, they're still full of liquid, as you can see.
You want to drain that water.
Yeah, you want to drain that out.
Water will not let them cook anything.
But this is a step, so I wanted to make sure that those of you who don't know how to cook see that step.
Yeah. And
Also, pressing the lid down will get the rest of the liquid out, but you just don't want to do it too much, or you will squish and bruise what's already in there.
it's already been bruised so badly it's not even funny, honey.
True.
Those things are ran through a machine at about 200-300 miles an hour.
Yeah, but they're so good. I'm going to steal a mushroom. Yeah. Mushroom stolen.
That's fine.
So that is what you call sharpening a knife. Some people do it that way. Others have like a stone.
Or some people cheat and have a handheld thing to just run it through.
Like what we have in the drawer.
Yeah, I don't like those.
No. So that's actually a roommate set that has the real sharpener, as we refer to it.
Yeah, the real deal instead
Get out,
of
mushrooms.
fake
Jeez.
junk.
Here we go. So what are you doing now?
You ready to do this?
Oh shit. Well, all right then. These are neat because sometimes there's a little baby in there, and then there's seeds, and you can keep the seeds and dry them out
And plant them.
and replant them. So you have pepper seeds.
Baby.
Oh.
This was a female.
Yeah, because if here, hold on.
That's a male, this is a female.
Yeah, this is you have a male here with 3 prongs. You know, I'm sorry, but it's kind of obvious what it looks like. And then you have a female.
Yeah.
I forget which one is supposed to be sweeter, which one's supposed to be tartar. I think it's the females you want for plain, like you eat it raw, but the males you want for cooking. I find a mixture of both makes things taste a lot better. But this is what we were talking about with the babies. She had one growing inside of her, so we had a pregnant pepper.
I have 2.
2? Oh, jeez. She had 2 babies. These are very bitter, by the way, if you try to eat them, because they're not done yet. But that's okay. They're still usable, they're still good. Alright, I am going to eat one.
I've never used them.
What, do you just eat them?
No.
You don't even eat them?
Throw them in the, used to be, throw them in the compost out back.
But we
About
can't.
4 months later, you have fresh bell peppers growing in your dang compost pile.
Yeah, unfortunately, we can't have a compost here. Okay, so I want you to see how he's doing this. So if you notice, they're thick slices. Now I cut them with the backs down because that way I don't risk my hands. Can you show them real quick what the back down is?
I can't really cut that. Maybe.
Yeah, that's how I do it, but he cuts it differently.
Yeah.
So it's personal preference. Again, he is a professional. Take your time.
Please. Or have the paramedics on speed dial, because you will cut the tips of your fingers off.
Yeah.
I've done it a lot.
You've done it a lot, huh?
Oh, I was cooking fajitas back home one day with a knife that may as well have been laser sharpened.
Ooh.
My old butcher knife.
Oh, yeah? Wait, that big long thing?
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, he had taken a paper cutter and turned it into a butcher knife.
Yeah. And it was so sharp that I literally cut the tip of my middle finger off up to about here with this thing.
Jeez, that's not...
I mean, to where you can see the tip of the bone.
You can see that's how thick it is. So, that's that. You know, there's all sorts of ways to cut a pepper open. If it doesn't have a stem like that other one, then you do it this way.
This is also the way you cut them if you're making stuffed peppers.
Which will be a recipe, don't worry. At some point.
Yeah, those are pretty darn easy. All you do is come up one like this, take you about a paw full of hamburger meat mixed in with Velveeta, throw it in there with a little bit of hot sauce.
There's more to that than that, you know.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is.
No, there's not.
Yes, you add extra like tomato, like diced tomatoes.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
If you're a damn Yankee.
You know what? There's probably a lot of people on my channel that resemble that remark, myself included. So let's not lose me some of my subscribers, please.
No, but normally you don't add any of that.
Yeah, because the recipe that I came across was hamburger meat, shredded cheese, diced tomatoes, some diced onion, all mixed together, kind of like a meatloaf almost. And then you put it inside the bell pepper. Now, he's putting all these in the same bowl because all the bell peppers, excuse me, they all get started at once. The bell pepper is like literally the first thing that you put into your skillet.
Other than your meat.
Right. With that big old thing over there, we can do meat and vegetable at the same time, which actually is a good thing because then those bratwursts are going to lend the flavor from them into vegetables, which is why we have minimal spices. Like I probably won't even use half of those. Those are for like if you did the vegetables by themselves.
One thing I would honestly use. Up to you.
And the garlic powder?
Garlic. The rest of it.
Don't need it?
Get it out of my kitchen.
Okay. No salt or pepper?
There's enough salt and pepper in that Italian sausage in there to take care of it.
True.
And if there's not enough salt or pepper, salt and pepper to taste.
Okay. Good idea. Now, the celery is going to be kind of tricky, but that'll be after the other 2 peppers.
Yeah, I want another bowl.
Yeah, I didn't kind of... Oh, there's a big white one in the dishwasher. In the very top. Yeah, in the top. One of ours.
Much easier to work with.
Yeah. More room. More room for things.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we got thinking, you know, instead of cutting in and out with our stuff, we're just going to say to heck with it and record the whole process.
Yeah.
Might as well. I mean, you got to see how things are done anyway. Now, due to the fact that the sausages, or the bratwurst, are very spicy, I'm kind of glad that I got more female peppers than I did males. Now, by the way, usually what I do, see these top parts here? This is still edible. So you cut around it and cut it in pieces, and that's what you give if you have kids. You give those to your kids as noms while you're cooking. Otherwise, these are foxy and wolf noms.
Yeah, they're kind of bitter, more bitter than the rest of the pepper.
True.
That's why I don't include them into my dishes.
That's why I said they're noms. Oop. That's why I said they're noms versus part of the actual. Ooh, yeah, perfect, right here. No stem. Fine. You want some?
No, thank you.
Okay. That one's actually really sweet. The red one? Yeah.
Just imagine what that pepper's going to taste like.
Oh. That's going to be good. See, most of the time, you know, this is foxy shush nom. I'm normally either talking his ear off or trying to say that he's doing it wrong when he's not.
I'm going to see how many of your viewers just caught what I did.
What?
My finger was underneath.
Oh.
But how did I keep from chopping myself?
Trivia. So write down in the comments below if you caught what he did and how he should have either fixed it or how did he not manage to cut himself.
Well, there was no fixing it once it happened. It was intentional where my fingers went. But
Yeah, and I am focusing, like we were talking about before, but focusing mostly on the hands. So you don't have to look up if you don't want to. Major no-no rule. Tomatoes, like fresh tomatoes, are not stir-fry food.
no,
Okay? Say that right now.
they mush.
I've seen some people try to do that and it's like, oh God, are you serious?
Unless you know some secret recipe for that. I've never had them do proper for me.
Are you sure those ones aren't going to be too thin?
Little thin, little thick.
Now, the reason I ask him this is because if it's too thin, they will get soggy and not stay crispy. Because when you're cooking, you want to be able to bite into it and have it be limp, but it still has that crispness to it.
There's that.
Yay, all the peppers are done.
Now, take this.
Now, are you going to do the onion or the celery?
Onion's done.
Oh, right, duh, these are examples. Now, this is when, this is a little on the trickier side.
Moment.
Oh yeah, wipe between cutting vegetables.
It's not like that, but
What is the wolf trying to do? He's getting a different knife. Why are we switching knives? And what kind of knife is that?
it's got a paring knife.
Okay, why a paring knife?
Smaller, easier to handle.
Now if you notice, this angle that he's cutting this at, this is how you cut stir-fry celery. Technically, if you had like a carrot, because some people put carrots in their stir-fry, I personally do not. It makes the stir-fry bitter, to my taste.
You don't peel them.
Oh.
Peel your carrots.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. But yeah, there's some like weird reason as to why you cut it this way instead of straight, and I think it's because it helps them cook better.
Cross angle on the veins up here helps it to absorb the flavors better.
Ah.
There's one of life's mysteries solved for you.
Right? I've always wondered, what the hell?
Now if I could just solve where the hell that suck goes in the dryer.
The gremlins. The suck trolls. Now, when you're just cutting like this, you want to make sure when you go to put it in the bowl or put it in your skillet, that all the little pieces are separated. Don't mind me, I was looking to see what time it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway. Not even going to touch on that subject. It's not on camera. So yeah, so as you can see, we have all of our ingredients here. We've got the celery and our onion. Back up a little here. And then our shrooms and our other onion and peppers and cilantro. Our spices. All kinds of goodies going on. And then in the next part, I'll be handing this over to Draco, and I'll be taking over with the cooking. I think. Yes? Maybe?
Maybe.
Cooking with Crecent and Draco. Ooh, pepper. Well, that's going to be good. That little piece of pepper had like everything on it. That little piece of pepper that was just kind of hanging out right here had everything, like all the flavors on it. Oh, that's going to be a good stir fry. Oh my goodness. Now, usually the suggestion is clean as you go. We are on a bit of a time constraint. So, oh, I forgot to pull the butter out. Stir fry in butter, man, or olive oil. I don't really recommend vegetable oil because it will kind of leach the flavors out of everything. But butter will work. It is another additive, not a main ingredient, so you want to watch how much of it you use. While the fats and oils will definitely flavor your food, too much of it is bad.
Over flavor.
Yeah, that'll make everything all limp and gross and burn.
Mostly gross.
Okay, so now we go, what is the wolf doing? What are you doing?
You'll see.
Yeah, that's not supposed to come off.
Well, it just did.
Why? Okay. Tell me you're not going to mix the butter in that lid. Because you're going to end up making it nasty. Get a little cup.
What do you think this is for?
Okay, I was like, excuse you.
It's you. I know what I'm doing.
You are derp enough to do the thing in the lid.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, okay. So what it looks like he's fixing to be doing is adding the spices to the butter, mixing it together. So it's like a spiced butter, which actually is really, really good with using that for like roasted chicken and other things. Bread?
Toasted bread.
Yeah, so you have your...
Butter mixed with pepper, garlic salt, lemon lime salt, paprika, whatever you want.
Yeah. Ooh, also cinnamon sugar. So
Now
basically,
that's a healthy pinch of garlic powder.
yeah, about the covering enough to cover the bottom of the cap of the bottle with which you use. From the looks of it. Now the other, you want to be careful because that's tomato and chicken bouillon. So dried tomato. Now I know we said tomato doesn't go in stir fry, but this stuff makes
Goes
it.
in everything.
Yes, it does. It is absolutely delicious. It is awesome. It's a good base for soups and everything else. Now he's trying to get it so there's no clumps.
Just enough to cover the bottom.
Yeah. That looks like a very odd Sunday.
If you have a derpy kid, you can convince them that it is and they will eat it.
Ew, no. Yeah, not even.
I bet you she would.
She would. She's tried to eat butter like that before. When she was younger. Ugh. I just tell her, that's not ice cream, dear. She got so sick, though. Oh, my goodness. It's kind of funny with this filter. It makes it look like it's like a 1970s cooking show. It really does.
Seriously?
Yeah. Oh God, what was that lady's name that always was like, add butter and all this other, the older like.
I remember who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was type 2 diabetic.
Wow,
She lived to 97 years old. Never had a problem with her diabetes eating that way.
Huh.
Never. And for texture, basically.
Yeah, preferably rinse your spoon off before you dip it in the garlic, usually. Okay?
Yes, mother.
Just mother me. You'll contaminate the rest of the garlic.
I didn't think it was possible to contaminate something that'll kill Dracula with one drop.
Well, what I'm meaning by that is you'll contaminate the garlic flavors with the other flavors. So now anything you use the minced garlic with, it will taste like what you just previously did. And that is a bad thing. In the kitchen, there are multiple uses of the word contaminate.
That also breaks down the butter, starting to its molecular structure. The acid in your garlic will do it. Okay.
So
this thing's not even
it's not even on.
plugged in.
Nope.
Plug it in, plug it in.
I'm trying to reach around.
You can unplug that thing now.
Oh, can I?
Yeah.
Okay, yay. Hello, you guys get to see the rest of the kitchen. What I'm trying to do here. Move that so we don't trip over it. That's the living room. Yeah, we have a very nice house.
Very nice.
Okay, so this thing, if you're using this thing, is like this. We have the window open, but then we put this on.
I'm not sure what it's set on right now.
It's kind of a low medium. Is it even? Oh. Okay, I heard it click on. Houston, we may have a problem. Can you take this? Just a second. I'm not seeing the light come on. I hear it clicking. What the hell? Is it like every single utensil I touch or any cookable thing I touch, it breaks? I mean, seriously?
It wouldn't have clicked if it didn't turn on.
Yeah, but it's normally like literally that fast. That or it wasn't exactly in the best of ages when I got it. Alright, let's close this for just a second.